And I am back, like I told you guys. Welcome to today's episode of The Corner Store. It's your boy Gerald Cadet, host, creator, all the above. And like I said, I told you guys I was back. Hold on, let me fix this camera real quick. There we go. As you guys can see, I don't look like a bum finally. I feel like every time I put out a video, I put out an episode, I look like a bum. Like, I have no cut. My mustache is all like effed up. Like, it's still like I should have shaved or something before the episode. But still, like, the last episode, my freaking glasses are like this, man. Like, come on. I gotta come with some type of respect for y'all, man. But hey, guys, welcome to today's episode of The Corner Store. I had an episode planned, but because I'm dropping this late, I'm doing something else that I was gonna do it anyway, but I'm gonna put this out first. Let me just do some house cleaning stuff right now. So, guys, if you guys want more of me, go on my Instagram at GeraldCadet18. I think my G Corner Store Instagram got deleted for inactivity, of course. Right now I'm not posting on SoundCloud, so the audio version. So right now we're only gonna have the Corner Store here on YouTube on Gerald TV. I didn't hate SoundCloud, but it's just something I'm going to do. It's something I'm going to do in the future that you guys need to watch out for. What else? Follow me on Twitter. I'm going to try and become more active on Twitter. I started hating Twitter a little bit for obvious reasons. I'm not going to talk about it. If you guys want to know why, go back to the last episode. And that's it. I believe that's it. I think that's all the house cleaning stuff I had to say. Big things coming up. The Cube will be back within the next 2 weeks. The Cube will be back, so watch out for that. I love doing the Cube. It gets the editor in me comes out when I do the Cube. And let's get to this episode now. So what am I talking about? Obviously, there's something big that's right around, not even right around the corner, it's in your face. But I'm not going to go there because it's a little too late. I haven't been doing a lot of homework and whatnot, so I'm not going to go there. Actually, what I'm going to go to is I'm going to talk NBA today. What in the NBA has... first of all, I want to say first, congratulations to the Milwaukee Bucks on winning the NBA Finals. Giannis Antetokounmpo. You did your thing, my guy. You did your thing. I respect it. I ain't gonna hold you. I fell asleep on Game 6. I don't even know why I fell asleep that early. I fell asleep on Game 6 where my boy had a 50-piece chicken McNugget. Congratulations to the Bucks. Can the Bucks do it again? Can the Bucks repeat? Is Giannis solidified as the best player in the world? I don't think so. I think right now the best player in the world is Kevin Durant. Giannis... I don't want to say Giannis is undeserving of it, but I guess you call it PTSD because I was calling Giannis the best player in the NBA 2018, 2019, even 2020. I was like, yeah, I think he still got it, but 2018, who did he get bounced out? I think he got bounced out from Boston in the first round. The second, he got bounced out from Kawhi Leonard in the conference finals. Kawhi Leonard said, I got him. The Raptors won 4 straight. 2020, they got bounced out in the first round from the lonely, overachieving Miami Heat. Even though it was the bubble, I still have to hold that against him, man. But for him to come, even if they lost against the Nets in the semis, in that Game 7, my guy did everything he could. 40, 13, and I believe 9, not 10. For 40 and 13 for Giannis. He left it all out, but he really left it all out Game 6. He had a better 40 and 13. But besides the point, No, I'm not going to talk about Giannis. I just wanted to congratulate the Milwaukee Bucks since I didn't. But who I want to talk about today is Ben Simmons. Yes. Ben Simmons. What is going on in Philly? Ben Simmons. So, you guys may know, the Philadelphia 76ers lost in the semis to the overachieving Atlanta Hawks. I'm not going to talk about the Atlanta Hawks now. It's not the time, the place. But just know, Trae Young, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm going to be your Skip Bayless to you. I can't even call you LeBron because that's disrespectful to LeBron James. Alright? Besides the point. They lost Game 7. After Game 7, so much hate. At least I just saw it as hate on Ben Simmons within the organization. Not within media. That's a different. That's different. Within media, there's always going to be hate after you didn't get it done. You're supposed to be a star player, top 25 player, top 15 player, former number 1 overall pick. Yes, you're always going to see you're always going to have the scrutiny. I don't know why I said that wrong. I feel like I said that weird. Scrutiny. Anyways, you're always going to have the hate outside. But to have it within the organization, your team, the best player on your team saying that, oh, the turning point of the game was when we passed up on a layup for another shot or something like that. When asked about, oh, next year coming in, how do you think the team will be with Ben Simmons? And the coach says, oh, I don't know, I can't answer that. This and that. There's a thing where you don't I don't know how the saying goes exactly, but basically you don't air out family in public. Everything you do with family happens in private, but in public you stand for your family. You're with your family. All that jazz. For Doc Rivers and Joel Embiid basically throwing Ben Simmons out to the wolves, talking about the turning point of the game was the missed shot. We had a bunch of opportunities, but our best player wasn't the guy. Like, he wasn't being the guy. This and that. That's like, why people who are advocating for Ben Simmons to shut up and basically, essentially, just dribble the basketball and get a shot. Why would you go back into that toxic environment when you know nobody's with you no more? Why? Like, that doesn't make no sense. Shaquille O'Neal, John Barkley, they had their own podcast. They talked about it. They said, oh, Ben Simmons needs to shut up and this and that. And then Shaq calls him. He's not a good player. To me, it's not about the whole he needs to work on his game and whatnot. Yes, that's a big part. Yes, it's a big part. I'm gonna get on Ben Simmons in a few, but for people to say that Ben Simmons is doing this all wrong, no, I don't. I 100% do not agree. Also, the Sixers messed themselves up. By the way, the Sixers, with Doc Rivers and Joel Embiid saying those things at Game 7, the Sixers basically made Ben Simmons worth the same amount. This is gonna be disrespectful. But I don't care. Those comments made Ben Simmons. I think Tony Snell has more trade value than Ben Simmons after those comments. I believe so. And then the way that the Sixers want to have, they want like 4 first-round picks. So you're saying to me, you cast out your guy to die, right? Essentially, you cast him out, but you still want 4 first-round picks. You said he's being detrimental to the team because his work, him passing up shots, but you still want it. You still want 4 first-round picks for him. Why don't you keep him? That's basically if I was a GM trying to trade for Ben Simmons. So like what's his name? Myers from the Warriors. If I'm in there and then I hear the Sixers say to me, "Oh, we want 4 first-round picks," I'm saying to myself, I'm like, "Huh? 4 first-round picks? You guys are saying publicly you guys don't want them no more. I'm not gonna give you 4 first-round picks. I might give you 2 at most, but not 4." So in that sense, the Sixers messed themselves up. I am with Ben Simmons. Do not show up to training camp for the Sixers. Only show up when it's time to pack up your stuff and go to your next team, because you will be picked up by another team. You will have a great season at that team. Philly first of all, let me backtrack. Philly messed themselves up by trading for Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler, he's a great player. Now, I'm not saying that he was locked from cancer or anything, but Jimmy Butler is a great player. But what I believe, you had something building. You had Saric, Covington, JJ Redick. You had the perfect team for Embiid and Simmons. Shooters around Simmons, Embiid in the middle, taking up space, Simmons being the facilitator. You had that. Just build on that. 2-3 years, I believe the Sixers would be in the NBA Finals. I've never believed the Sixers would be in the NBA Finals after the Jimmy Butler trade. As many people believe that, Joel Embiid is that dominant, I don't think Joel Embiid is that dominant. In terms, like, to me, he's not the best center, and he's never been the best center in the NBA. It's always been Joker. But that was a team for Philly. Saric, he's a stretch 4. You have Covington, 3 and D. JJ Redick. You add in pieces now, such as, I guess you could say Tobias Harris, but him coming off the bench, Shake Milton, all those pieces. You have Thibault. If Robert Covington comes to foul trouble, you have another lockdown defender. Yes, that's all good. You still get those players. I believe you get those players. But for them to go on the let's win now mentality, no, they should have never done that. They should have trusted the process. The Sixers clearly did not trust their own process. So that's where all this havoc is coming from. To me, in my opinion. I believe that team that they had in 2018 was the best team. And then Simmons just needed to facilitate. He would have been the Jason Kidd of this era. Jason Kidd on the New Jersey Nets the first time on Dallas Mavericks. And then they would have let Joel Embiid shine. Shooters around him. Now there's not no shooters around. Danny Green was the only shooter. And Danny Green now is older, streaky. Only shooter around him. Okay. So, and also, I want to say this. Doc Rivers, when it comes to the NBA, I don't think I've ever seen a coach carried by one championship as much as Doc Rivers has been carried by his 2008 championship. Is he a good coach? Yes, he's a good coach. He makes teams better. I believe that. But to win a championship, nah, he's not that guy. If you want a championship in their city, you don't want Doc Rivers. Yes, I'm gonna say it. You have a coach who in 3 decades has blown a 3-1 lead. People want to talk about Ben Simmons' Game 7. Yes, his numbers weren't good. He only scored 5 points in Game 7. But Game 5, he had about, if my memory serves me correct, he had 18 or 11. Yeah, I think he had 11 Game 5, but he had a triple-double. Almost a triple-double. He was 1 rebound short. Your team was up by 25. That's not Ben Simmons' fault that the Hawks come down from 25 and to win the game. That's Ben Simmons' fault. At home, by the way. In Philly. It wasn't in Atlanta. It was in Philly. That's Ben Simmons' fault? Because Ben Simmons didn't shoot. You're up by 25. Adjust the defense or something. Be a head coach. Doc Rivers overrated. That's what I'm going to say. Doc Rivers, the reason why the Sixers lost the series to the Hawks is because Doc Rivers. Do not put all the blame on Ben Simmons. Yes, does Ben Simmons need to work on his game and show that he's working on his game season to season? Yes, he does. He does. I 100%. Because first of all, I want to say whoever Ben Simmons' publicist is needs to whatever video, whenever he's in the gym shooting or whatnot, to delete all those videos or find a way to save all those videos for Ben Simmons' use only. Ben, stop, for the love of God, stop putting out these videos of you shooting, of you doing open gym, whatever, threes down the court, passing the ball. Stop doing that. Stop doing that because that right there is putting yourself in a worse position. How am I, me defending you? I think I'm like the only person that's defending you right now. How am I gonna look at you next year? You do get traded. You're still doing the same stuff. I'm like, yo, bro. You was putting out these shooting videos over the summer. What happened to you? Like that's the real reason why people are angry at Ben Simmons, because Ben Simmons is he's showing that he could shoot over the summer. Like he's in his open gym runs. He's showing that he can shoot. But he comes into a regular season game, a game that you're getting paid millions and millions and millions of dollars for, and then all you're doing is passing up a wide open layup. Come on, Ben. Your publicist, whoever, you yourself need to get the footage and either save it for yourself, eradicate it, do something with it, but do not post it. That doesn't make no type of sense. Maybe this year it could just be F you, Philly. This is what I got. If you don't want it, it's not even that. If you don't want it, I'm not coming back here for to do this type of stuff for you. But that has to stop, Ben. Like 2 years ago, it was cute. It was like, oh, okay, Ben does have a shot. Let's see. Last year, it was like, oh, okay. But this year, like after, like, and the thing is, I'll be honest, I didn't really watch I didn't really watch that series at all because as a Knicks fan, I was still butthurt. I was still butthurt about what number 11 did to us. By the way, from now on until the time is right, Trae Young on this show, G the Corner Store, will be referred to as number 11. I will never say, after that moment I just did, never say his name again. Anyways, yes, I was a little butthurt, so I didn't really watch the series. But when I watched Game 7, I see this guy not running the lane, had a wide open layup. Oh, no, I won't say a wide open layup, but the transition wise, he was supposed to pass the ball out to the wing, run the lane, either get a three out from the wing, or they dump it down into the post, and then he could do his damage. Wasn't doing that. He didn't look invested in the game. To be honest with you guys, I think he knew his time was up in Philly. But come on, man. You just I don't know. It's all messed up. It's all messed up in Philly. Philly's not getting no type of. First of all, Philly and Ben Simmons messed themselves up in value. So Philly's return is always going to be lower than. I won't say always, but Philly's return is going to be low. Maybe two first rounders, a good rotational piece. And I don't think Joel Embiid is the type of guy to lead a team to NBA Finals. Maybe a semifinals. I don't even think he's going to lead a team to a conference finals. That's just me. I don't think Joel Embiid has that in him. He doesn't have he's a good player, great player. But I don't think he's Nikola Jokic. I don't. He's not Nikola Jokic. Where does Philly go from here? Where does Philly go from here? Trust the process. Make another process and trust it. Like I said, you guys messed up when you guys try to go for broke and try to squeeze in the championship because you guys know LeBron wasn't there. You guys didn't really know about the Raptors and Kawhi Leonard. You guys were like, and then Brooklyn at the time. No. This is the year before Brooklyn. So, you don't know about Kawhi Leonard. So, you guys believe that you guys are in prime position to steal a ring. but it didn't happen. You guys should have kept along with the process. That team, like I said, that team that you guys had was a great team. Robert Covington is still doing work. Dario Saric is a key piece in the Suns' rotation. I believe one of the reasons why the Suns did lose against the Bucks was because they didn't have Dario Saric. Dario Saric, someone to stretch out, make people play defense. Who was the fourth? Torrey Craig? Torrey Craig, he's not gonna scare you. Saric could scare you. He could give you a good 15. Torrey Craig is just gonna play defense. Philly, you guys put this on yourselves. That's my final remarks on this on that topic. But Philly, you guys put that on yourselves. It's all y'all fault. It's all y'all fault. So now I got that off my chest. I feel so good. I feel so good getting that off my chest because it's been months. I've been hearing about the Ben Simmons slander. I'm like, no. It's not all on Ben Simmons. Doc Rivers needs to take a lot of the blame. The Sixers organization needs to take a lot of the blame. Yes, is Ben Simmons a saint? No, he's not. He has blamed himself to put in this. But overall, it's not. No, don't focus on Ben Simmons alone. So I just have a question. You know, it's the corner store. I'm only just trying to start the conversation. Ben Simmons gets traded. The Sixers don't make the playoffs. Do you guys blame it? Is it the fact that it's a rebuilding process for that year? Let's give them another year, or you guys start looking at Joel Embiid like, maybe he's not that good, or you guys look at Doc Rivers and say, maybe Doc Rivers isn't that good. Just trying to start the conversation. Next, things that I've missed. Let's talk about things that I've missed, things that I've been itchy to talk about. But like I said on my last episode, didn't have the passion to turn on. I'm turning on the recorder and going. You have to have a passion for this, I believe. I know you have to have a passion for this. Sorry. I want to state this right here. I need to get a sound. I need to get a sound thingy, so I could be like the Fresh and Fit. Shout out Fresh and Fit. I need to get like a Fresh and Fit thing where like they press the button and the sound thing. So I just want to say these are some of the things I've missed, and this is the first thing I want to talk about in the things I missed. After October 19th, 2021, you will not hear me say a single negative comment, word, or make another negative gesture about the king, LeBron James. LeBron James, the Lakers, Melo, Russell Westbrook. I just care about Melo and Russell Westbrook. The Lakers will make the NBA Conference Finals. That is my way too early NBA predictions. They will make the Conference Finals, but they will not get over the hump going against the Golden State Warriors. The Golden State Warriors have one more championship in them. I don't think it's this year, but I think they make the finals this year. The Golden State Warriors. But the Los Angeles Lakers, I will be a Los Angeles Lakers supporter for the first time in my life. Yes, for the first time in my life, I will be a Los Angeles Lakers supporter. You got Russell Westbrook and Melo on the team, man? Come on, man. You got to make some room for me on the bandwagon now. You got to make some room on the bandwagon for me now, man. LeBron James, with you. If you guys know what I mean, with you. AD, all done. Who said that? When? Where? Who said that? Not I. I will not say that after October 19th. Who else? Dwight Howard? Not a Hall of Famer? Who said that? I did not say that after October 19th. I will not be saying none of that stuff after October 19th. I'm just happy for Carmelo Anthony. That's why, if you guys don't know, that's my favorite player, basically of all time. It's between him and Jamal Crawford. Those are my favorite players of all time. Russell Westbrook. I'm in football mode. I keep trying to say Russell Wilson, but Russell Westbrook, he's my guy, man. That guy. If you're a kid, 5 years old, when it comes to intensity and wanting to know if you love the game or not, if you go out like Russell Westbrook does, 82 plus games playing the way Russell Westbrook plays, that means you love the game. You truly love the game. Putting your body on the line like that, you truly love the game. Kids, that's the way you need to play if you really love the game. If you're just doing the game just for the likes, the ball is life, to get on ball is life and whatnot, nah, you don't love the game. You play like that. If you love that energy. I'm not saying the skill set. I'm just saying that energy. That's how you know you love the game. I will never say a bad thing about Russell Westbrook, even though Russell Westbrook needs to find a shot. Never say a bad thing about his effort, because I truly believe one of the problems with the NBA, one of the problems with basketball in general, there's not enough players who play for the love of the game anymore. I'll say that. There's not a lot of players. Last year, kind of watching the NBA, I could see it a little bit, but I still think there's maybe about 5-10 players for real, maybe 15. I can stretch out to 15. 5 to 15 players for real, who love basketball. And I don't want to say love the NBA, love basketball. Because if you love basketball, you're gonna play anywhere. You play in the NBA, you play on the park across the street, you play in an open gym by yourself. You play in an open gym with other random people. There's not a lot of Kobe's left. No, I'm not talking about the skill set. I'm talking about more so the love of the game. There's not a lot of Kobe's left. Not a lot of Paul Pierce. Not a lot of KGs. Not a lot of Chris Bosh. There's not a lot of, I guess, old Dwayne Wade. There's not a lot of them left. LeBron James, I'll say, because LeBron James, he loved the game. With all the criticisms I've had about LeBron James in the past, the one thing I can never say about LeBron James is that he doesn't play. He plays 100% every game. Every game I've watched him, he's played 100%. Carmelo Anthony, man. I think this is your 19th season, but technically it's your 18th season because Phil Jackson and others tried to take you out the NBA, said that you was trash when you still had a lot of play, you had a lot of basketball in you. First of all, what type of trash? What type of team did you put on with that guy, man? What type of freaking team you put with that guy? You try to say, oh, he's not that guy. What type of team you put him with? You still try to implement your offense, man. Be the coach if you want to implement your offense. Yeah, my bad. I just, every time I say his name, I just get a little pissed off, man. Phil Jackson he just pisses me off. He robbed the Knicks, man. We was doing a good thing, man. Keep Mike Woodson, man. Melo was still there. He could talk to J.R. Smith for you. Andrea Bargnani. Who the hell wanted Andrea Bargnani? Nobody wanted Andrea Bargnani, man. Keep that core together, man. The only person that was going to be in our way was the Heat. And even though the Heat would have broken up anyway because LeBron James was trying to go back to Cleveland and win something there. Come on, man. Anyways, shout out to Lakers. I'm gonna be on the Lakers bandwagon starting October 19th at 10:30. Right? Yeah, they play the Warriors at 10:30. So starting October 19th at 10:30, I will be a Lakers fan. I'll be watching majority of the games. It'll just be me, the Knicks at 7:30, the Lakers at 10:30. That's what I'm gonna be doing. Anyways, what else do I have to talk about? The Knicks. Shout out to the Knicks. I love what y'all doing, man. I love what y'all doing. Tom Tibbs, you're the coach. You're the coach. Just believe in your young players a little bit more, man. And then please please do not put. Why did you put Reggie Bullock, man, on number 11? Come on, man. But Julius Randle, keep doing your thing, man. I just want to say for the record, I never seen in my life someone lose out on, I'll say about $20 million live on television. And Julius Randle did that. But it's alright, man. I'm giving you another chance. I'm very, what's the word I'm looking for? Well, if I can't think of the word, it means that I'm not. But I'm very loyal to the New York Knicks. 100% loyal to the Knicks. The Knicks and the Giants I'm always loyal to. So I'm going to give you another chance, man. I'm going to give you another chance. You'll be better this year anyway. Second team All NBA is nothing to sneeze at. You had a great season in retrospect, but you lost $20 million in the playoffs, bro. That's it. What else? What other housekeeping stuff I want to talk about? Oh! Let me talk about... I wish I had the sound thing. Let me talk about what this guy at Jackson State is doing. And I'm talking about Coach Sanders. Deion Primetime Sanders. If you guys don't know, if you've been living under a rock or, quarantine has made you become Amish, Deion Sanders is the head coach of Jackson State College, University. Yeah, Jackson State University, HBCU. At first, I was happy. Of course I was happy. If you don't love life, you're not a Deion Sanders fan. But if you love life, you have to be a Deion Sanders fan. I was watching, no, not watching, but with what everything that was happening, social injustice, all that stuff last year, I finally understood the biggest problem with a lot of African American people. We, based off the system, conspiracy theorists over here, based off the system, we have, many of us, not all of us, I'm not in this category, but many of us have an identity crisis. Our parents have an identity crisis because a lot of our parents are young. They had us at 16, 17. Once again, I'm not part of this, but it's identity crisis. You want to fit in with your people that look like you, but then your teachings are from that big screen, tell, lies, vision. So at my job, this guy one time said that to me, and it said that it's been in my head ever since. So I had to drop that line. But anyways, you don't really know who you are because you try to find who you are within other things, other people, other venues and avenues, right? So, and then to be honest, you will only, those type of people will only listen to people that they see in a high regard. That's why a lot of people, that's why a lot of us go into gangs, because a lot of us see that big boy over there that is cool, has all the stuff that you want, so you are trying to get closer to him. So now you have a head coach in Deion Sanders at HBCU. People, I didn't go to HBCU. Let me say that. And if I had to do it again, I still probably wouldn't go to HBCU. Not because I know myself. I know I'm black. I know my history. And I know what it is to be black. I do. But people don't know what it is to be black. People People only know the negatives of what it is to be black. Let me say that. Because whenever anybody says, "Oh, I know what it is to be black," they always say it in a negative in a negative context. Nah, I know what it is to be black. Positively. I'm not burning up when I step outside. I don't have this, but I have rhythm. But a lot of people don't know. A lot of, especially kids. You're 18, 17 years old, coming to college. You don't know black in context with the rest of society, because it's not only black people living in America. You have whites, Latinos, Native Americans, all it's a melting pot. But now to have someone as prominent as Deion Sanders walking around your campus, ask him, "Hey, Deion, what's up? Let me chop it up with you, man. You're a successful black man. You've been through all these trials and tribulations. You was on the face of many talk shows on the media. How did you deal with this? How did this happen? How did this go? What are your thoughts on me being an entrepreneur, me being a doctor, me being a lawyer?" This man right here, like I said, he's done it all. He's wearing the gold chains. He's done it all. So he, in the minds of many African Americans now, you go see him, he tells you, "Oh, no, don't worry about these gold chains. You gotta get in your books. You gotta be a doctor. You gotta be an engineer. You gotta be a lawyer. You gotta be a social worker. This and that. But get in your books." That's powerful. I honestly believe that's powerful. For him, Eddie George, other black athletes going into HBCUs. The reason why I believe the athletic part is so crucial to get into, and it's known. The thing is, it's known athletes. Like, everybody knows Eddie George, everybody knows Deion Sanders. It's known athletes, because I don't have it in front of me, but I'm gonna do a little research, and I'll come back in the next episode and tell you exactly. But I believe a lot of African Americans, after sports, don't know where to go. So some of them go back into their life. A lot of us are in bad neighborhoods, gang-infested neighborhoods, drug-infested neighborhoods. So after sports, you don't make it to the NBA, you don't make it to the NFL, don't make it to baseball. You go. I get you come back to your environment. You're in your bunch of college debt. Not really, because you get into college for free. D1 wise, I'm talking about. You go back because you don't know. Like you've been playing football for 4 years. You didn't make it to your ultimate goal. You didn't get your dream job of being in the NFL and NBA. So you revert back to the streets. You get into gangs. You get into drug dealings. You taking drugs. So to have prominent figures like that there on campus, where you could just pull them and be like, hey, Coach Sanders, I've been hearing a lot about you. I just want your thoughts on this and that. And just talk to them for 5 minutes. Those 5 minutes, maybe 2 minutes. Those 2 minutes could change your life forever. Change your life forever. Like I said, a lot of black people do not know how to deal with society. They know how to deal with their society, but not the society. And they don't know themselves because they feel like, I might be too black to get this. I might be too black. No, be unapologetically black. But how do you do that? I'm 18, I'm 17, I don't know how to do that. Here's some prominent figures who have made it being unapologetically black. So, Coach Sanders, I love. If there was an HBCU I would go to, it would be Jackson State right now. I'm gonna say that right there. In Mississippi, I would go to Jackson State. I should have an episode on just blackness, being black. I don't know. I gotta build my repertoire again. I gotta build up the fans real quick. I had to get this channel to 100K subscribers, all that stuff. And guys, thank you for listening. I think that's all I have. Anything else I missed? I just want to say shout out to The Undertaker. I've been trying to do a video on him for a while. I might do just a Cube episode on him. That's my guy, man. The Undertaker's my guy. He retired. I want to say thank you, Undertaker. I watch him on Joe Rogan. Oh. There's one more thing I want to talk about. So, whether you're watching this now or later, the NBA Hall of Fame happened the other day. Or, well, like last night, a couple hours ago. And I want to say Paul Pierce is a gem and needs to be protected at all costs. Because Paul Pierce is giving the real to you now. People are not liking it. People think that he should be more PG. F being PG. Be yourself. I just gotta be a little PG on here. I'm still being myself. I gotta be a little PG on here because the YouTube guidelines and whatnot. But Paul Pierce, Hall of Famer. Chris Bosh, Hall of Famer. Tony Kukoc, I don't know. I don't care about him. Who else? Who else? Ben Wallace, Hall of Famer. Chris Webber is not in my Hall of Fame. Why? So, Skip Bayless says this a lot. He says, for him, a Hall of Famer, he doesn't have to think twice about it. Webber, I don't know. He could be in the Hall of Fame. There's I'm not gonna be like, wow, this guy's in the Hall of Fame. I'm not gonna say that. Chris Webber's okay. And then I think this was his third or fourth year anyway, waiting. So Webber, he could be in the Hall of Fame. But to me, he's not a Hall of Famer. He didn't give me that excitement that Paul Pierce. Every time we played, he's playing the Knicks, I'm like, shit. Paul Pierce got the ball, man. The Knicks about to lose. Or Ben Wallace when during his glory days on Detroit, and a little bit in Chicago or Cleveland. I don't know what place he went first, but you know he was a defensive lockdown guy. Who else? Chris Bosh. Chris Bosh in Toronto. His career in Toronto is severely underrated. Severely underrated. And then the year after LeBron left, D-Wade got hurt. If it wasn't for the blood clots of Chris Bosh coming up, Chris Bosh leads the Miami Heat to the NBA playoffs. But regardless, he's a Hall of Famer. Tony Kukoc, like I said, I don't really know that much about his career, so I'm not going to talk about it. But Chris Webber is just like, even in Sacramento, me personally, growing up, it wasn't Chris Webber I was really looking at. It was like Mike Bibby, Peja. Those two guys, more importantly, then Chris Webber and then Vlade Divac. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think that Chris Webber is deserving? I believe he's deserving the Hall of Fame now. He's not first ballot, like I said. Another person who should not be first ballot, but he probably will be first ballot, will be Vince Carter. Vince Carter, to me, is not a first ballot Hall of Famer, but it's the NBA Hall of Fame. Another thing I want to say, and I was thinking about this earlier. The Hall of Fames, all Hall of Fames, Maybe the Baseball Hall of Fame needs to be advertised more. Another thing I'm gonna talk about. I'm gonna talk about this. I don't think a Hall of Fame should be televised anymore. Personally, the reason being, I believe now people are getting into the Hall of Fame for viewership, for views, more so than their actual accomplishment. Not saying that this class, like this NBA class, but to go back to Vince Carter, like I said, I don't believe Vince Carter is a first ballot Hall of Famer. Is he a Hall of Famer eventually? Yes, he should be in the Chris Webber realm. Yes, I believe that. However, will he be a first ballot Hall of Famer? Yes, he will. Want to know why? The NBA needs ratings. The NFL, I don't see it as much in the NFL, but I see that it could get there. Nah, don't televise it. All the stuff, you gotta buy the tickets to go to Canton, you gotta buy the tickets to go to Springfield, you gotta buy the tickets to go to Cooperstown. Buy the tickets, go see them, and then release the speeches. Because I think the committee, to get the viewerships up, their thoughts get a little persuaded. So, a player, I think, who could make the Hall of Fame. I'm going to talk about basketball real quick. Because NFL, I think, is harder, but I could see it. So that argument for me is going to be a little tough. I could see them getting players with names at the time and making the Hall of Fame. Like, first of all, I think Fred Taylor should be in the Hall of Fame. I think... Can you make a case for Sean Alexander being in the Hall of Fame for the NFL? Can you make a case? I'm trying to think about another guy. Can you make a case for... I don't know. But I think for viewership reasons, we should stop having the Hall of Fame on television, or have the rerun after. You know, or have it on YouTube. Everything now is being watched on YouTube. I watched all the speeches on YouTube. But I don't think the Hall of Fame should be televised. Just so the people who deserve to be on it that year are on it. What do you guys think about that? No, it's just a thought. I didn't say anything. And also, the other thing I want to talk about to end the show. So I guess I got 3 things that I want you guys to talk to me about. So the first thing, of course, is how is Philly? What is going to be the narrative of Philly next year when Ben Simmons is gone? Another thing is Chris Webber, Hall of Famer. And the last thing, first of all, I want to paint the picture. I'm not really a baseball fan. I don't watch baseball all that much. I watch it occasionally. I'm not a big baseball fan. Like the way I know basketball, the way I know football, it's not the way I know baseball. However, is Derek Jeter a Hall of Famer? Is Derek Jeter an all-time great? I think he is, but the New York propaganda, I think David Wright is an all-time great. if you listen to just New York sports media, the 2 captains during my lifetime have been Derek Jeter, he's the captain, and then you have David Wright. Because Derek Jeter got enshrined into his Hall of Fame. He got enshrined into his Hall of Fame Wednesday or Thursday. And I've been hearing a lot of prior. Is Derek Jeter an all-time great? A lot of people say he's not. He was good, but he's not an all-time great. A lot of people say A-Rod is better than Derek Jeter, but A-Rod might not make the Hall of Fame. First of all, Cooperstown need to realize. I'm just going on a tangent now, guys. Cooperstown really needs to let the steroid guys into the Hall of Fame. I understand it's cheating, all that stuff, but let's call a spade a spade. The steroid era saved baseball. Saved baseball. Anyways, maybe I should go more in depth in that, but whatever. Is that Jeter an all-time great? Guys, this is Gerald Cadet. I'm just trying to start the conversation. This is the corner store. Cue the music. Shout out Shaq K Soul. Let's work.
All I do is work. I got it out the dirt in the mud. I work, work, work.